need my love. Whenever you need my love, need my love. Whenever you need my love, need my love. All my life I will be there for you. When you need someone to carry you.
Chad, baby, we are live, and this is our favorite round of the week, round 7 in Studio 7.
Chad, what's happening?
And we've got Mr. Miles himself. Chad, how's everyone doing? This week has honestly flown by. I haven't taken it. I took one trade this entire week, and that was the break even on GU. There just hasn't been setups, Chad. That's how trading is sometimes. If there's no setup, you can't. If I need to get creative with trying to get a setup, then it's not a setup. A good setup is one that jumps right at you. You don't need to overthink it. You can see it clearly and you execute on it. But if you need to start getting creative,
I always say it's if you start scratching and looking for something, then you know you shouldn't be in the markets.
Then you just stay out. Chad, but we're going to get going. I hope everyone is doing well. On our last yesterday, I blame Chris. He didn't want to play Coop at the Open. Hey, I knew.
When was that?
Yesterday.
Yup.
Yeah. Chad, but no, just some admin before we get started here. No New York session today. It's Thanksgiving in the US. We actually taking half day off. The office has been hard at work. You guys will see a lot of the content coming out. It's been a busy couple of weeks. Even with the new dashboard going live, we've been putting in a shift this year, and I thought, let's just take half a day off and let's just recharge the batteries. Finish Friday strong. But I hope you guys have had an awesome week so far. But before we start, as every week, every day, we're going to pray here this morning. And Father, we just want to thank you for bringing us all back here today. Again, thank you for each and everyone in the chat joining us every single day. Father, we just pray for your hand of blessing over this session. We pray that you will guide us, lead us. And you say in your word that you will be a lamp unto our feet and that you will guide us into all truth. We thank you for the ability to do what we love. We pray that you will be in this session with us. I pray that you will be with each and everyone in the chat, Father. Meet them right there where they are. If they are in need or whatever it is, Father, that they can know you are with them. Thank you for the peace in your word that you say surpasses all understanding. Thank you that we can know that we know that you are with us, Father. And I just thank you for all of that. And we pray for an awesome session. We pray that your name will be glorified in everything we do. And Chad, if you believe that, you can drop a big capital amen.
Amen.
Amen, amen, Chad. So let's get straight into it. Let's not waste any further time here. I need to be quick. Miles, already that trigger finger. When he came in, he wanted to greet me, and I saw like that finger. I was like, dude, let me just hold on to that finger a little bit. Man was ready to pull the trigger. Chad, honestly, nothing much here. We just have Governor Bullock out of Australia a little bit later, but all lower tier data coming out of the Eurozone. Got some consumer confidence at 12. We'll be off by then. And then 3 o'clock, some CPI figures out of Germany. Again, no North American news being released as it is Thanksgiving. So do not waste your time later this afternoon on the charts. Take a break, refresh, come back tomorrow. Markets aren't going anywhere. So we don't have anything major to look out for here this morning. Straightforward morning for us. DXY daily. We spoke about it yesterday. I told you guys all of these gaps, very weird. For me now, two things that I do want to consider is yesterday closing bearish, closing back below this previous breakout zone there. Let me just do that. Closing back below that and then closing below this level here. But interestingly enough, we actually gapped back up. So is this a little bit of a fake out or a false breakout to the downside? I don't know. But if we can hold this previous weekly low level, then dollar might go back into the range. If we consider the weekly candle, We're bearish now. This thing can maybe even just go to the weekly close and close some type of doji candle. But I'm going to be bearish to neutral to bearish on the day. So I'm going to put it there as NB. Sorry, Chad. Neutral to bearish. And then what I want to see is there's that key level. There's that minor little gap. If we hold above this zone right here, things are going to be bullish for the rest of the day. If we start breaking below here, that is going to be a bearish sign for me. There's your weekly S1. There's your daily EQ. So that is the first level where we can start to reject. I will be firmly bearish on the dollar if we start moving back below this zone here. Alright, I would even consider a bearish dollar for the rest of the day if we start doing something like that. Also consider there will be no transactions, interbank transactions for the dollar because it is a bank holiday, so there's no one covering the wickets for the dollar. But that is my zone that I'm going to monitor, and very straightforward and simple. US30 on the daily, okay, this is quite significant. We still have that open gap. Yesterday, taking the previous daily high, rejecting firmly there, all right? Firm rejections there. Chad, I cannot be bearish just because of one daily candle. However, I can say if we hold below that flat body resistance area and we start breaking below the previous daily low, it is very likely that we will go for this gap fill down here. Okay, so I'm neutral on the day. The lower time frames are telling me a story as well. So if I go down to the 15, there's my 200 EMA on the 15. On the 5 minute, my 200 EMA is all the way up there, and very, very simple for me. Straightforward here this morning. Holds above Asia high is going to be potentially bullish to come back in the range. Rejections here could be bearish, and we could see a continuation day where we don't have to go and take Asia highs. We break lower, retest, and we just continue the grind down. Okay, so that's the only zone I need to be focusing on this morning. And again, it's not financial advice. Please consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decisions. These streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. You will lose money if you follow what we do here. All right. Nasdaq daily. Let's check Nasdaq on the daily. Nasdaq not that clean, if I'm being very honest. We're stuck in this consolidation here. It's not breaking high, it's not breaking lower. But what I can say though is if we get back below this gray zone here, things could start to get real bearish for Nasdaq. But I am going to be neutral to bearish, just purely because I'm neutral to bearish on US30 as well. 15-minute time frame. Let's check what we've got. Asia highs have been taken. There's your 200 EMA. 5 minute. Let's see. All right, very straightforward and simple. Two zones to consider. Asia highs. If we fail to hold above Asia highs and we start getting below this 200, we can see some sells going into Asia lows daily pivot, and there's a little gaparino there. So very simple. Again this morning, this is your zone to monitor. All right, gold real quick daily. Let's check it out daily. Myself and Mo actually had a chat about this morning. We had a chat and I said gold has been pretty clean with these daily zones, and this morning he asked me and he said, Chris, am I looking bullish or bearish? And I said, Mo, two things to consider. We failed to hold below this daily zone here. We took a previous daily low. We then failed to hold below it. We're starting to flip bullish now. And we're inside of this zone here. This for me is a confirmed support. So I'm leaning towards the bull side on gold to go and fill that wick. Now in the 15 minute, this is what I want to show you. And I told him, there's your daily zone. There's your monthly S1. Here is your Asia highs. So if we can hold today above Asia highs, I will be looking bullish. And something similar to yesterday, I just want to show you guys. This was yesterday. something very similar to yesterday where we broke above Asia highs, we held a retest there, and look what gold did for the rest of the session. So if we can get that today again, Asia highs, I will be looking for the buy continuations. Otherwise, I can only really get bearish once we're below this daily zone again. Alright, so that's my two zones that I will be monitoring. GU, beautiful, beautiful daily candle close yesterday. Strong bullish. Now, the question beckons. This is our range for GU. Alright, so this will most probably be the majority of your daily range. So my question is, I am bullish on the day, purely due to the fact that we have now come back into this range. Alright, so we broke back into this range after failing to go lower. But now we gotta be very aware of this resistance, because this is a strong resistance. Why is it a strong resistance? Because from this resistance we created a new low on the daily. So that is where the last lower high is sitting. And if we are going to shift to bullish order flow on the daily, we're going to need to start taking out these highs up there. All right, that liquidity high there. So lower time frame, what do I have here? I've got Asia highs untapped. That's also that key level. I've got my daily pivot here. Only concern for me is the 200 is basically now we're trading below the 200. And we've got our Asia low level there. But what I would say is I would still consider the buys if we hold the daily pivot and we get back above 12650, which was also a key level in consideration yesterday. Okay, so my zone for this morning, very simple, is this zone right here. Failure to hold above it, I'm going to look bearish. If we can hold above it, I'm looking bullish, and that is what it is for me. GJ, not very clean yesterday. I told you guys, not really interested. But daily for me is bearish. We broke below that 200. Daily is firmly bearish for me. Bearish, and I want to see that wick fill from yesterday. We can clearly see, looking left here, we've got this key level up there. All right, and then we've got this zone down here where we bounced off from yesterday. So if we're going to start holding above that zone, that could be bullish to go and retest that 200. Otherwise, if we hold below, we're going to go for that wick fill. Could be some very nice sells into the lows. And there you can see it, 192, that 200 EMA. Myself and Miles had a discussion here this morning as well. I can only get bullish if we hold above this little zone here and we get above the 200. There you can see 200. Again, if you want to only put one indicator on your chart, just do the 200, Chad. The 200 dynamic support and resistance. You can use that as a target. You can use that as a confluence. But for me, very simple. We can see the order flow here is still somewhat bearish. Still drifting lower, and this can drift lower for the entire session. But if we start breaking above these highs here and we get some type of order flow, something like this, I will consider the buys from that 192. But if we continuously reject here, I'm going to go for the shorts into Asia lows, daily pivot, and then even lower to this daily key zone. But Chad, that was record time. Very rapid fire analysis. Hope you guys understood it. Miles, over to you, my brother.
Good, let's get this show on the road. Right, guys. For me personally, I'm only looking at GJ today. Gold isn't really that appetizing for me. Is that price tab right? Yeah, you can see it perfectly. So I'm only going to be looking at gold this morning.
Appetizing. That's a very nice word.
Right.
Like after you take a sip. Appetizing price action, yeah.
So looking at GJ, guys, on the weekly, I need to understand that weekly is bearish, boys. Printing lower lows and lower highs firstly within that candlestick anatomy, as well as the overall macro structure has flipped bearish from these lows over here. This is just your little micro retest, as that is your high and that is your low at the moment. So anything that happens in that area is obviously bearish for me. And now also lining up with the candlesticks as well. So a big thing for me this week was looking at the level of 192.500, because this is something we pretty much spoke about last week as we got involved in GJ, was the idea that price was all the way up there but it never came back down to retest. Now we're in that pivotal point. We're at that point now, 192, that QP number. So for me, it was one thing. It's either going to tap into this level and it's going to start rejecting off and start driving, and it will continue this little microstructure that it has here. Or what it's going to do is it's going to continue the bearish flip, which it has, come from those highs and then start driving down to the downside, obviously. So one thing I did notice was when I got into that daily time frame and we got this solid bearish closure yesterday, around that level, below that level 192.500, it pretty much solidified the idea that, look, if we are to re-break today's low, we can continue and fill yesterday's wick. Why I'm also quite adamant about it is this level where we are right now on the 4 hour as well as the daily is a major level for me. 192, guys, is a huge level for me. So I need price to either start rejecting it or start closing above, and I'll long into that QP. Let's drop down to that 4 hour. As we now also see that the 4 hour structure is bearish. This is something that I've been mentioning. Just want to go back to that daily to explain to you why the daily is still bullish for me. So if you understand the way that I see candlestick anatomy, the pullback for me is pretty much only going to be down there. So that is something that I'm noticing right now is it's going to be a 3v1, but you know, like on other days, I'm a bit like, I don't mind if it does that, I don't mind if it does this. Today on GJ, I want to sell it. That's my mindset, I want to do it. I'll tell you when will be the price that I'll be keen on buying though. But at the moment, all I want to do right now is short. Popping down to that 4 hour, these are my zones right here. The level just beneath 192.500, so that 192.250, as well as your bottom demand level at 190.7, let's say 190.800, around that area. That's my 4 hour zones. However, I had to break it a bit more further down to identify my 30-minute areas, because this is what's actually happening over here. Your 30-minute is bearish, ladies and gentlemen, but that microstructure is bullish. So here you have your high, here you have your low. Whatever happens here is irrelevant. Okay, if you go through my MFX playbook, you'll see that this is all irrelevant, because every support that it creates along the way is an opportunity for me to short the pair. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be anticipating today. This is a no trade range because I'm bearish on the 30-minute. This could literally just be a retest and price to drop. I'm not phased with that. I'll more so look for the shorts. The only time I'm going to look for aggressive buys is above the level 192.250, not because of my 30-minute reasons, but because of the 4 hour. Let's go back to the 4 hour so you guys can understand what I'm saying. If I look at the 4 hour, this is that area right there. This is that major area that I was speaking about on the day. You guys see that? That's exactly where we are right now. Which means that if we're going to close above that, look what price did previously. Once price started closing above this area, it drove. Check this out again. Once price started closing above the area, here we go, same thing. It drove. Same thing. Here as well. Close, drive. Tap, drive away. Which shows me that that is obviously a huge area of liquidity. So that is why on the 30-minute, if I can start trading above the level 192, then I will look for longs. Not immediately. I'm about to sneeze. I can feel it coming. Not immediately, just because this is now seen as a large area of liquidity, just because of these wicks that I'm now seeing on the 4 hour. So that is something that I also need to note. So this is going to be the very simple play for me, guys. I want to sell GJ, but this is how it's going to be. This, no trade area. I'll rather wait for price to consolidate and accumulate volume. I'll only look for longs above there, which is going to be above that 4 hour area, because what did I just explain on the 4 hour? That if price retests the area, can drive. Same vibe over here. You got support, they got resistance. Here you got resistance now, right? This can turn into a support area, so you long off of that area. Long off of that area. Do you understand? So that is why that is the only time I'm looking for shorts. What I will look for, though, is possible type 2s to reject off of this area to get that early shorts. And then on the contrary, if this area just holds right now, which is the 192 level, and it starts breaking beneath the zone, I will look for the retest and the type 4 play to short it down. Now, one area that I did mark out, Chris and I actually had a chat about this. The level of 191,600 is the important level because that's going to be the break of your 4-hour low. So it will be safer to trade into that LTA because you don't want something like this pops into liquidity and starts rejecting. However, if we get a short enough closure, I will take the aggressive position, anticipating that we'll go and flip that 4-hour. You with me? On the contrary, if we miss this area, here's going to be my stunning LTA on the left-hand side. Looks like an appetizing setup, eh, Chris?
Stunning, appetizing. Chad, it's some beautiful words going around here.
For price to
Sure.
get beneath there, retest and drive. So these are my targets today, guys. No trade range, buys, sells, sells. Very straightforward. What types of entries am I looking at? Over here is going to be a type 3.
Can I put it off a little bit?
Do you think?
Okay.
Do you think?
Are you good?
Do you think? My sign is actually starting to act up right now. And then over here is going to be a simple type 4. So you want that closure beneath like this. Give you guys a little bit of insight. You want that closure beneath on that 15/30, preferably the 30 actually. Because that's going to be your London session that starts, opens up, etc. Then you want that tap in, the grab of liquidity. So the tap in like this, grab liquidity, the flip and the drive. And then on your 5 minute, you pretty much have that resistance that will form. And you can have your stops obviously above that. And then on the second area, I'm looking for something similar, to be honest. Close beneath, retest, the drive off. So for me, guys, GJ actually looks really stunning today. A little bit of choppiness where we are right now in the consolidation area, but that's totally fine. But yeah,
Chad,
that's about it for me.
beautiful analysis. One thing, those type of words I use on the first date: stunning, appetizing, delicate.
There we go.
I love it. I love it. Nizam, merch is hopefully going out next week. Like, everything is here. Everything is printed for you guys. The teaser, the first teaser for the merch is going out today. I just showed Miles the final product, let's call it the advert. And Chad, I'm honest, not because it's we that did it. I can honestly tell you, when you guys see it, it will hold up against some big brands. Like,
I think
honestly.
It only looks good because I was one of the models.
And because the Mr. Delicate and Exquisite and Tasteful was in it as well.
Guys, how much viewers you got here? Got 173 viewers. Drop a 1 in the chat if you feel like Chris is in his Elvis Presley era right now with that hairstyle.
Chat, listen here. I'm gonna go play golf. I was considering this for the guys that know my rules. So close to the Open, I'm rather gonna wait for the Open. But this was a beautiful 5-minute bullish engulfing, taking the previous daily, taking the low of the previous candle. We tested the 126.50. So hopefully we get a nice pullback, maybe even on the 15. I will consider it if we close nice, strong, bullish on the 15. 30's got no top wick. So yeah, I'm going to just wait here. But I know Linden, for instance, this man is already in. So Linden, good luck. I know that man. Linden, that was Linden right there. So Linden, confirm or reject. And I think my boy Linden is going up here. Previous daily high. The man is in already. I can tell you that man does not wait. Like, his trigger finger is quick. Have you seen those guys that play paintball? That double trigger. That's Linden. It's like looking potentially bullish. I'm in, Chris. Okay, there you go. I will join you. I just want to see this open now in the next 3 minutes. And then the merge chat, yeah. I think we only have 100 pieces of merch. And I told Keeks, our mindset is maybe small. And we're like, shit, are we going to be able to sell this or that? And I said, maybe we're surprised. First day, shop closed, everything out. But yeah, it's honestly quality, a lot of thought. Yeah, a lot has gone into it, Chad. It's not just something, by the way, we jumped onto Canva, printed some stuff. There were actually, I think, almost 60 designs that we basically filtered down to what we thought looked good. So, yeah. It will be on the website, Nizam. It's going to be on the 2G's website. So it's going to be like your normal shop. You can go through the sizes, all of that. So yeah, it's going to be, we'll share the link as soon as it goes live. And then the shipping, I think, just to allow us, because we're not really geared as a merchandise shop. We have, Chad, the only thing is I have to say though, is I don't want you guys to be bleak about it, but the cheapest we could find for courier cost is 107 Rand. So we are actually going to finance a piece of that. So we're not really making money on the merch. In all honesty, the amount of work and stuff that goes in, I think we're making like 80 Rand on a shirt, which is like, even if we sell 100, that's 8,000 Rand. It's not life, but again, it's for us, it's not about that. It's about getting the product out there, and it's almost like, I want to say, a bit of a hobby, if I can call it that, like a little side project just to get your mind a little bit off the rest of the stuff. Yeah. So the shipping, we can't, if you guys know of anyone, we phoned around, the cheapest we could get was 107 Rand. That's the cheapest we could get. So if you know of anyone, we phoned DHL, Postnet, like 10 companies. 107 Rand was the cheapest, because unfortunately it's not like we are a big wholesaler, and we can't guarantee them like, oh, there's 1,000 orders a month that's going to go out.
Okay, London open in 5 seconds.
Chad, markets are open and in motion. This is the official round 7. Ding, 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 ding.
Round 1, fight.
Alright, let's see if we can get some volume over here. We quite nice to get an early move.
Alrighty, Chad, here we go. How did this 15 close? Okay, 15 closing. Yeah, order flow is still bearish, Chad. I'm just going to be very patient here. What I will say though is, after tapping into this zone on the 5, you can see there we tapped into that zone. So now if I get a minor break above here on the 5, I might consider a very, very aggressive entry here. Purely for the reason that this daily pivot, half round number, is quite a key zone. How did the hourly close? Hourly closed firmly bearish, so let's see. That's going to be the potential GU trade for me. And then GJ, GJ.
GJ
Yeah.
for me, let's just pan to my screen. I just want to show you guys something.
We're going to go split. Are you in already?
No.
Okay, wait,
So this would have been a goal entry for me. The only reason why I'm not taking it, guys, is because of that number 192. So this would have been the trade for me. I would have taken it simple. You got your lovely engulfing over there. There your candle closes engulfing. You've got your next candle opens up, wick rejection, stops below. You're targeting 10 because you're anticipating that it'll run up to the range. Literally just trading from what you call this, support resistance. However, the issue for me, like I mentioned, is that 4-hour 192 level. So that's why I'm not, well, I didn't take it, but that would have been the typical setup.
Okay, so we've got some positions here, Chad. Definitely there's some potential here. Gold. Gold is going to need to get through that zone there for me, that 15 as well. So gold still needs a little bit of development. GU, I need to see some type of double bottom, some type of rejection of this level. So I will be keenly watching this. And then GJ, quite a delicate one. Chad, I'm going to be honest, this 200 is a beast. This 200 is a beast. You guys have seen this 200. You guys have seen what the 200 can do to price. So I'm not going to, at any stage, want to rush into trading into a 200. Here you can see it. So I'm going to be super patient on GJ, and I might even miss the move, and I'm completely fine with that. So for me, before I can consider anything on GJ, I want to see it hold above this zone. All right, break above, test, and then I want to see a break above there. Then we get through that 200, nice little test on the back of the 200, and that's going to be a stunning position for me. So I'm not going to take anything here. That's not part of what I want to do. And then GU, we're going to monitor this right here. All right. We're just going to monitor this, see if we can hold that. And then on the 15, if we break below this, it's weird that I cannot really see the dollar gaining strength when they are offline for the entire day. So yeah, but again, so I like the buys more. So I'm actually rooting for the pound to hold above here, but we'll see. If we get something like this on the 15, I cannot deny the fact that the order flow has been bearish from these highs. So I cannot let my bullish idea block me from going short. So if we close below here somewhere on the 15, we've technically already tested Asia lows. You can see on a line chart clearly order flow is firmly bearish. So I'm just staying open-minded here. So I'm going to wait for the 15 or on the 5 if we can get a nice little double bottom like I mentioned. Alright, and then GJ, you guys know what I'm looking for. That 15 there. Breaks above there, nice bottom wick, retesting that, and I will be in it to win it. And then, yeah, gold, we still need some development. Chris, the 200 is powerful as the coupe. I knew that 200 is powerful, my dude. Pudu, 80 Rand. Allow people to pick up from the office. Jason, it just makes it difficult for pickup. We're not really geared for. We're not really online. No, I've tried everyone, Lyndon. Lyndon, if you can get something cheaper for us, but 107 we found. If you can let me know. We'll see how this first drop goes. Maybe if it goes well, it's something that we will continuously do. But it was a bit of, it's a different ball game, merch and the rest. I think we're gonna go split screen because I know Miles is also. You can close that price tab on the right, Miles, and then you can zoom lacquer in for the Chad, because the Chad are some of the guys. Have you seen those veins at their neck? They're like waiting, like when is Miles gonna say buy stops, sell stops, or when is Chris gonna say I'm entering here?
Look, if I had taken that trade that I just showed you guys, I would have smacked TP. But the thing for me, the 192 level, that 4-hour daily level, is important. So I had to stay out of the market. But I see one of my students just got 11 pips with that. Well done. Well done. Guys, I'm telling you, we got some shooters in the MFX team. This is crazy.
Asia session requires a special type of person. Believe me, I was there. There was a time when I woke up at 3. I was trading the Hang Seng index on plus 500.
Oh, you woke up? I never slept.
Whoa! This man.
It was my beginning trading days was crazy, guys. Sleep for like 2-3 hours the whole day.
Dude, I'll never forget it. Cape Town on holiday. We were on our way back, and we woke up quite early because we want to get ready. And someone quickly go there on the chart, and I see Hang Seng index is down, whatever. Quickly slam a few positions, no stop. Get in a car. I think the first place we stopped was like 2 hours outside of Cape Town. Quickly open up the app, down 35k. I'm like, yo, why did I not rather just focus on driving back
Driving
to P? Checked later, 50k down, and I think I closed it at minus 25, and I was like, that was a cuck idea. Like, what? Why would you ever just shut up? Caught on some cuck in my life.
Yeah, but that's what makes us
Yes, I've caught on some shit, my dude.
have the characters we have at this time, man.
All right, Chad. Here we go. 5 minutes on. There we go. Little double bottom Reno here. I just want to see a break above here. GU, beautiful. Breaks above there. Nice little double bottom, holding that level. And then GJ, 15 minute. If the 15 minute can close above this left-hand side here, like I want to almost say up there, nice little bottom wick tapping into the 200. That is the position. So patience, and then gold. You guys know the drill. Just plus 500 was the day. Dude, those are the days. Plus 500. Or it's ultra. No, Brian. It's that, dude. That's many years ago, and I just started. I didn't even know about brokers. I was that guy that downloaded MT5 and asked, where do I deposit my money? Like, I can't get. I phoned my one mate. I'm like, dude, I've got MT5. Where do I get my money into the account? He's like, no, you need a bro. I'm like, dude, I've got an MT5. It's not giving me banking details, whatever. He's like, no, Chris, you don't know what you're doing. I said, dude, but show me. That's why I have to say plus 500, the user is very user-friendly. Chad, if you've never used plus 500, it's a very user-friendly platform.
Oh, Jake the Hake. Miles is a daily Hake full of thought. You know what I did
Hey.
yesterday after stream? I got a 32-piece sushi.
You clobber that thing alone, same time.
One man.
But you feel a little bit, you feel like, afterwards.
The thing about sushi, like, it fills you now, but then you're hungry again later. That's just the
No, I
thing.
know, but straight after, it's like that thing sits heavy in you.
Nah, I was dead, I'm not gonna lie.
It sits heavy in
I was
you.
sitting on the couch like,
A
sad,
sushi is dense, Chad. That thing sits hard in your stomach.
But it was much needed though.
Someone lazy afterwards.
I was dead. Fade day for Miles, you know it, bro. 1 o'clock. It's time. It's time. I think I'm gonna do a facial as well after a fresh haircut.
Jake the Hake, I actually had, when did I go to gym? Tuesday, yeah. Got a 2 wraps from Fisherways. The Hake wrap and the calamari wrap.
It's nice.
Hake wrap is lacquer, calamari wrap rubber. Michelin.
Michelin Pilot Sports.
Like if you try and bite into it and I pull the entire wrap, there's like 3 pieces fell on the ground. I was like, rubberized. This thing is
Ed,
Jof.
get out of here.
What is Ed?
Get
trying?
in. Get Ed out of here.
Just the Ed. This man is naughty, Chad. Somebody phone the police. Somebody phone the police. Chad, if GU on the 5 closes above here, I'm gonna bang it out. Tiny little bottom wick. There's your hold on the daily pivot. If it just quickly drives up or we don't close above there, I will wait for the 15. If the 15 closes bullish inside this range, then I'll also take it because then we've held the daily pivot. So then I just want to see the 15 close inside that range. Because what could happen if we close below it, price can push into the range and then still continue lower. All right, so we just have to be very patient. I know everyone is just ready to jump at it, but again, you should not jump at anything what we say here. On the 5 there you can see that's that zone that I was talking about. On the 15, that 200 EMA, you see that that 200 EMA, Chad. Chris. John Travolta. Sheesh, Amira.
John Travolta in Greece. That's the best one. That beats my Elvis Presley. Literally, I don't know where Chris was, but then I walked into the office before I greeted him this morning. And I see the man walk in, and the first thing, and I'm like,
Chris, what's up with the air?
Chris, what's up with the hair, dog?
Okay, chat, let's get ready here. 90 seconds. That's also going to be the close of the 15. Okay, 5. I'm going to need to see a little bit something stronger on the 5. Otherwise, I'll sit this 5 out as well. Then I'll sit this one out and I'll wait for the 30, because then the 30 is going to close bullish, taking the previous low. Then on the 30 we've got a nice position as well. So there's a few ways to attack this, but if it closes like this, nice little bottom wick, boomba, break of that eye, want to see it fly. Okay, there we go. 22 seconds. That's also the end of the shuffle for us. Tiny little bottom wick. Don't close without no top wick. Just hold. Come back. Alright, just a tiny little bottom wick. I just want to see a bottom wick. Bottom wick, give it to us. Give it to us. Gotta see a bottom wick, Chad. Not gonna rip it, yeah.
You don't want to do a ripper?
No. Then I'll rather wait for the 30.
Ripper.
Gotta see a little, because this 15 literally open up. It shows a bottom wick here, but on the broker terminal,
But I see
bottom
exactly why you're laying off, and I'll do exactly the same. Just because there's little to no bottom wick straight into that liquidity where it is.
Yeah, it can just reject.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Chad, yeah, yeah, no.
That's hectic. Where did I see this now? Miles, that gold buy yesterday, just shy of 50 pips, and then back to interest now. So, this is a quick question, Brian. Did you get to like almost 50 pips and then take a break-even trade?
What is it, Wednesday tonight?
Thursday.
Yo, why didn't we have a call? Just, yeah, sorry, man. This week has been no water at home. My pump broke, so hopefully the plumber can get that back in today.
I got an entry, yeah, that's my plan. 100 or nothing on funded. Ooh, brother. That's hectic. 100 or nothing. 100 pips or nothing. That's crazy.
100 or nothing.
That's crazy, dude. But if that's your plan and strategy and it works for you, my G, gooi hom bokkie.
Alright, chat. So now the 5. Let's check the 15 quickly. Yeah, you check that 15, what I mentioned, yeah. That 15 could still reject there. That 15 could still reject there. Now that is a bottom wick, alright. That is a bottom wick. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna set a buy stop on the re-break of this current 5-minute high. Because if it's gonna flip, oh, what did I do now? Because if it's gonna flip back bullish now, then this thing is gonna start driving. Okay. As a minimum, I actually do think that we can go all the way back inside of this range. Actually, all the way to here. Easy. Easy. If we start getting back through Asia lows, light work for this pair. So buy stops there, re-break of this current 5-minute high. If we don't get the re-break, I'm going to tell you guys what's next for us. If we don't get that re-break, then the 30-minute we're going to wait for some type of support to form here, some type of bullish engulfing. The 15, we're going to wait for a resistance to potentially form here, and then we're going to wait for a potential break back inside of this range here. All right. But that's the idea here. 1 minute left. 1 minute. Yeah, no chat. Yeah, 50. Deleting that. I'm just going to wait for the 5. Okay, now all we need to wait for is a break. Sorry, is a break back into this range, because we've got a nice 5-minute range here. So the first candle I get that breaks back inside there, I'm going to take. Otherwise, the shorts, Chad, like I said, the order flow is still bearish. If we cannot get away from this daily pivot, this 15 closes bearish like this, sells are back on the table. That's your daily pivot level. So remember, we've got two sides of the coin that we can play here today. Gold also need to wait. GU. Alright, let's see what GU is going to do. And then GJ, 15 minutes. You guys know. Miles, I'm looking at the 15. If you go in your 15, that little liquidity zone there.
You want above that?
Yeah, if we close above there, bottom wick into that 200. And that's me. That is me in.
I like it. Because you're moving away from this range here as well. That little range there, and you're trading above that. Yeah, I can definitely see that run up. Yeah, for sure. I can see it run up. I like that.
Are we gonna have a call today on Project G? Tsecho, I'm gonna chat to Keegs. I must do the call, so I'm just gonna check Tsecho, if we still don't have water tonight. I might do one maybe tomorrow afternoon for you guys, in like lunchtime, purely because what happens now is for the last 2 nights, we get home, we pack our clothes, then we have to go to family in another area of P that have water. And then we shower, we fill buckets, whatever, and then we head back home. So there's this little side quest, which is not fun. I told the guys here this morning, then you realize how fortunate you are to open up a tap and there's water coming out, and to take a shower. I've told you guys, my mom's one business in one of the lower LSM areas, and when I was there based for about 2 years, every morning when I drove, you would see the guys walk to the tap. They would bring their buckets and stuff and they'll fill it, and that's part of their life. It's they don't know anything else. But that's why I say small things that we take for granted. The thing you take for granted is somebody else's dream. Yeah, have you ever thought about that? Like
me and Ed were speaking about that earlier, because I was just speaking about, like, because his father's from Uganda. So we're just chatting about, like, how you take small things for granted, man. Because when I was in Ghana, when I did missionary work in Ghana for 2 weeks, that's a whole other ballgame. Like, they have, like, nothing. So what we see, something so simple as a fridge.
I don't know.
Like underpants, like something simple like that. Like there, it's different. That's so different.
But I know some guys that just go commando, like out of choice. It's like they don't want.
Right?
They don't want.
And you know what? Especially the old toppies, like The old top is like that. Slaan a commando. Chris, I'm coming.
Okay, where? Kalen Nike, Chris personally, I'm bearish for GU. Kalen, you are the season 1 winner of the Ultimate Traders, so there could be some value in that. Now, I definitely see it as well, Kalen. Like I mentioned on the 15, we've rejected Asia lows. The order flow is definitely bearish. That's why I said we cannot deny that. We cannot say this is bullish. Like if we ever get to a stage where we say, this is super bullish, I want to buy into this. No, the order flow is still bearish, but also order flow can be broken down to go bullish again. So that's why I'm just patiently waiting here, chat. Patiently waiting. And the setup will come. And if the setup doesn't come, we don't take it. So on the 15, if we can break below here, if we can break like this, more than happy to look for that top wick into the daily pivot and the break of the low. And I'm in. Otherwise, if it holds here bearish, what's going to happen is the next 15 will most likely open up with the bottom wick, and the next 15 will close inside of this range, something like this. And that's going to be the start of this potential shift back to the upside. So again, two sides of the coin. We're just patiently going to wait here. GJ, 15 minutes. There's no in-betweens for me here. If we can't get above this level there, we cannot break through that 200. No trade for me. As simple as that. And then gold, I'm looking for the buys above here. But again, there's that 200, and I want to see price hold above that as well. I know, Rian, I got a very nice system. I think I paid almost like 30 grand for it. So I've got two big Jojo tanks. It's basically plumbed into my entire home system. I've had to put in like a massive pump because the house, the tanks are quite low in the yard, and then it needs to pump up through the entire house. So I don't want to say, the house is big, it needs a big pump, but it's a 2-story building, so it needs to get the water up to the geysers or in the roof. Chris, I talk to you. Lyndon, it's not horrific. It's not horrific, but the move away from here is also not. It's not gonna give me confidence. Like, we're struggling to get away from this level. So we all know it's the hey Brian. But no, Rian, I've got a lacquer system, but my pump, the pump, I think the capacitor or something.
Who's Jay's?
Huh?
Who's Jay's?
Who's Jay's? Where's the?
Carl, what's Jay's? I'm lost.
Where? What did I miss? Oh, JS. It's a guy yesterday. Dude.
Wait, for New York?
Yeah, he was like.
I feel like New York has all the haters.
Yes, bro. The guys go in, and I'm like, dude. I'm like, JS, just chill, my guy. Like, we're not.
I feel like I'm missing out on so much entertainment.
We're not holding you prisoner. Yeah, you come here on your own choice. We've never held anyone prisoner. We've never tried to sell something hard and be like, hey guys, buy this, do this, buy this. Like, honestly, I almost want to say we suck at marketing ourselves. Stel vast, niks fout met de 1 minute nie. Niks fout met de 1 minute nie. Chad, nothing wrong with the 1 minute strat. If you can get it to work for you, most of the big stock traders all trade on the 1 minute. So yeah, whatever time frame, there's nothing. If somebody says, "Oh, the 1 minute," Chad, the big stock boys trade on a 1 minute. Chris, be excited for the merch drop. I mean, I'm also very excited. I think you guys are gonna.
Where's Keys? Keys, dude, he made a killing in this trading game, so he's actually retired at the moment. He opened up his own stripper company. It's
But he's
called
the stripper.
Next to Caesars.
Chris Miles, what is the longest?
For me, it was 2 weeks. It was 14 days of hell.
I almost want to say
hate it.
mine is maybe like a full like work week and a weekend, and then like 2 no stops every hour. I'm like eating and I'm looking at the thing. I don't know why you look at it. It's like you thinking like there's gonna be some energy,
If you look at it.
if you look at it, and you pray, and it's like,
The worst is like you're up and then you look again and then you're down. You're like,
and then it's like we all have prayed that prayer, like, Father,
yeah,
that this was impulsive, this was so wrong.
just get me back to break even.
If I can get out, dude, you get out of break even. 2 hours later, you're like, dude, I'm ready, I'm spiced up again. Let me go again. It's like, and then you forgot all the trauma. You were traumatized, and then you're like straight back in, like, that wasn't actually that bad, man.
Yeah.
Now that I've had a coffee, like, I actually enjoyed all of that adrenaline. Like waking up 2 o'clock in the morning, like, is my account still there? It's like, Chris, can I ask, what do you think about buys once gold breaks the Asia high and retail? Tsecho, I'm going to ask that you actually watch the start of the stream, go through the analysis, and I actually mentioned that is the idea for gold. That if Asia high holds and we get through that 200, it is quite a good idea to see some bullish momentum starting to flow in. Chris, you should record all of these moments that traders go through and put it out. Jakes, and the thing is, I'm not talking, when I talk about these moments, it's not like I've read it somewhere. Chad, I was there.
Literally happened.
I was there. I still told you guys that couch in my old house where I lived, that couch where I was smoking a cig, and I'm checking this and I'm like down 50k, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm like, yes, this Euro New Zealand.
I would
like-
literally like get so hot and anxious. I would go take another shower. Not even
Dude,
joking.
then I'm sitting there and I'm pulling that cig, dude, and I'll chat. I've some of you have heard this story, but I'm sitting there and I'm pulling that cig, dude, and that cig is like the smoke is in my eye a little bit, and you're like pulling it, and I'm checking the screen, and I still told you guys, I think it was like 12 o'clock, 1:30, and I'm like, fuck it, dude, I need to go sleep. I cannot still watch this thing. Euro New Zealand longs, never forget it. Interest rate decision, comments out of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, that thing shot. And I was like, what?
In your
red-
favor or not?
In my favor. From like red to blue. And it starts looking like the Matrix. Like, I'm like, yo, someone another cig out. Sitting there like a boss.
We can chill for another hour.
I wake up that morning, I close those profits, I walk into that office, I'm like, what am I doing? I just made like a month's salary smoking a cig on the couch in a garage. You guys don't know shit about me. 4 days later, lost it all.
Oh shit! Nice.
And then it's like, fuck, we're back to... I always chat, I never saw it in terms of the money. So for me, it wasn't really about the money. For me, it was about the graph, the time. So I would see it that I would build the account for like 3 weeks. Let's say I make 100k in 3 weeks. And then if I lose it, I see it as 3 weeks work because I was a consultant in the engineering space. So our time was billed as hours, similar to a lawyer. So you see everything as time spent is money earned and money that you can bill. So I'm thinking it's like 3 weeks worth of work, and then you just send a rocket into that work and you burn it. Ask an engineer, tell him like, listen here, you're going to get everything ready, your design plans, your construction plans, you're going to get your bending schedules ready, you're going to get all of your layouts ready, and then we're going to alt control delete and you start over. Then ask them how they're going to feel about it. Where's Nizam? Nizam will tell you, you will not feel good about that. Dude, I would wake up at night, I promise you, and I would have a pee. And before I would go pee, I would first open up MetaTrader to see if I'm still alive.
Bro, like your life depends on it. I had some crazy stories as well. My swing trading days was just, I'm so happy I don't do that shit anymore.
Drama.
Oh my gosh.
That's drama, dude.
And look, the money doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter to me. It's the emotions that...
The stress.
Oh, fuck that. I don't know. If there's swing traders in the chat, I don't know how you do it. But take my hat off to you. I've been there. I've done that. Made my bag. I don't care about the money. It's the mental state, the emotions that go with it. There's no ways I'm going to be up 50 pips and not take shit. Hell no. Never again.
Chat, okay, here we go. Gold. Here we go. Here we go. I might need to take this on the 5 though. What
Ooh,
now?
closer above there looks great.
Yeah, I just want to check this.
I like
15. There's that 200. Chad, I would have loved the. Yeah, I'm going to be patient here, Chad. I want to see a test on the backside there. But let's see, 5 minutes. If we can hold this 26.40. There was a nice hold above Asia Eyes. I can almost tell you Mo's already in this. I need above pivot, Chris. Yeah, I would, Brian, I would agree. I would agree. If I take this, I would be very, very, very aggressive on my risk management in terms of if we create a nice deep bottom wick, I would literally have my stop just below the bottom wick because it needs to drive. Otherwise, I'm going to need to see an actual retest of this zone here, Brian, which is also that 200. And then I want to see a break above this zone here. Then I'm more than happy with gold. Is Mo in the chat? Mo? Wow, Chris, that struggle is real, bro. Hey, Nizam knows, Chad. Nizam knows.
Miles is part of... Nah, I'm good. You guys can enjoy that. I'm
What's
good.
that?
Full TP gang, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't... Brian, I think the best position for us is going to be a retest here. Otherwise, the 15 hasn't closed yet. So we can be patient here. No need to... Chad, no need to rush. We know what we're looking for. We know what we are looking for. And then
I would want to closure 15, 26, 41. Above there.
Yeah, perfect. Daily pivot. 5 minutes. True. The 5 minutes, the aggressive one, yeah. There's your bottom wick. There's your break. If you want it to be aggressive, on the break of this high, your stop is literally that. That is your stop. So not even 8 pips because it needs to drive through that daily pivot. So that is the aggressive entry. You're trading at a session high, all of that. But the safer entry that I'm waiting for is some type of mini consolidation or some type of resistance and then a break. But this year, for the aggressive boys, the aggressive gang, that there. because there's the tap into the daily pivot. If it then comes back down now, you don't still want to be in this. So you've got like 8 pip stop. There's the break, and then you want to see this 5 close above the daily pivot, and then just a minor retest. But there's an aggressive. This is a break and continuation. Exclamation Discord, go check it out. 2G's trading, exclamation Discord. I must actually find a way to get this thing for us on TradingView.
Neo, just think of it in this perspective. The market owes you nothing. Just have that in your mind. The market doesn't care if you have a 20, 10, 5, 100 pip target. It doesn't owe you nothing. So you can't hold it based on how much drawdown you were in.
Chad, so this is the idea on gold. There's your break continuation. There's it. But again, that is not the trade I'm waiting for. I'm waiting. Somebody asked me in the boot camp once, Chris, why do you sometimes not take a break continuation trade? And I said I do sometimes if it's on the back of some economic data. But I understand also the idea that if we make a new high, a lot of times you'll get that initial push, and that's fine if you can grab your pips in that initial push. But then I also understand that price is going to come and correct to a zone. So that's why it's like if I know there's a lot of volume, I know there's some releases that came out, then I'll take something like this. But I also know that price will correct. We sometimes as traders think that price literally, it's like price is going to break here and then boom, no retrace. And you get that. You do get that, but also then that's not your move.
Yeah.
A lot of times you will not get in on that move. Okay, let's see. Spice levels. My favorite Chris story is when it goes break even, when it goes 2 pips up. Oh, you were talking about when I was banging those like 150 lots. Just, dude, you actually want to cry when you actually enter a trade.
Yeah, because the commission alone.
Dude, I think that's where my anxiety started. Because I would literally enter the trade, and you know that hot feeling in your head where it's like,
You know, it's so weird for me.
What am I doing here?
I actually have the opposite experience. I got major anxiety when I was blowing $20 accounts. But when I started trading anything 100,000 plus, it was so chill, like normal. I don't know why.
No, for me, no, but yeah, here's my thing though. I forced the lots. I shouldn't have been trading those lots.
So it was above what the account should have been used.
No, the account could have handled it, but it was just like, it's not a comfortable lot size. It's fucking stupid. I don't know. Yeah.
That is crazy. 150 lots?
It's the silliest shit I've done in my life. And believe it or not, that month was break even, less the, I think, $7,000 commission.
Oh.
Which is,
Hey!
Chad, they don't make money. Literally couldn't even, like, that trade 2 pips, like, poof, break even.
Commission, pa.
Da. It's like, sure, okay. All right, here we go again.
I think the same. I think the same. Yeah. Because it was in my early days, and obviously back then I was just into trading, still in varsity at the time as well. It sucked to lose the 500 rand at varsity when you 20. Yeah, that sucks.
I have to be honest, I quite enjoyed the initial stages of my trading because I saw it as casino. Like, I put in 3K, and once I got my money back, I withdrew it. And then you see it as a house money.
Yeah.
You, like, throw a little bit, and then when it started becoming something like, okay, shit, there's like some money now.
Yeah.
So then it was always like no stress because it's always house money. And then when I got to the stage where I was like, okay, you need to Like, you need to put some money, like, go big now. Like, stop fucking around this little 5K year. And then that mental shift was like, okay, you can't just grab a kick everything.
Yeah.
Can't wake up the morning like, yeah, this looks like boom, boom.
I don't know. For me, it was Gina. Just to answer your question, no, that wasn't type 5. But for me, look, I always loved trading, but I think the passion only really grew like 4 years ago, and then 3 years ago when I got to my 6-figure stage, that's when it was like, yo, now this is quiet. But then it also like that's when the emotions also became so dead, like it wasn't anything. But when I just started and I would lose money, it was like, it was tough. I won't lie, it was tough. But I think as time goes on, because you're doing it the whole time, it becomes like a second nature thing, man. Like it becomes like a normal. So then you start becoming very numb to anything that really happens in the market.
Chad, it's now been 45 minutes and we're still in a range. Welcome to rangetrading.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've gotten nothing that's like open.
We just want to welcome Chad, okay. Wait, GJ, 50 seconds. Can GJ put in a shift here? Get ready. Get ready. If we can. And that's a big if. Close above here. Bottom wick, test the 200. Break of the highs.
Brandon, I would wait, dude. I would definitely wait for closure.
If you're praying for Kaylan, 100%. Then you'll also sometimes, when you pray like that, hear a voice. In my word, I said, pray for wisdom. Not riches, wisdom. I gave you a sound mind. And then you're like, okay, Chad, here we go. Bottom wick, need to test that 200. 15 close here. This thing just breaks up. That's me, all right? Bottom wick there. I want to see a nice test on that 200. We've tested the backside of the 200. I need to see the other side. If it just runs, it runs. That is not my trade. Then I salute GJ, and we will see GJ on the other side. All right. It's almost like GJ whenever I say, all right, guys, waiting for a bottom week. GJ's like, nah,
Just
nothing
kidding.
for you. Nothing for you. Gone. I think I must just not say that word. Like the markets hear that shit. Like, this guy's waiting for a bottom wick. Nuh-uh. Don't give this guy a bottom wick, eh? Ah, GJ.
But think about it. If we tap that current daily high and reject, can short.
Bro, the candles have ears. I swear some of these candles do have ears. Chad, it's... Okay. Brian, why did you not warn me? What are you doing, my dude? My good brother in Christ here. Okay, Chad, there's your daily pivot. First rejection. Can we get a nice retest there on the back side of it? 15 closing above here, quite strong. Chad.
Geeks in the house.
Hey, send recovery signal. All right, Chad. Okay. I'm gonna need to, if I see a bottom wick tapping into this zone, gold might be the one here for us today. That's oof. Okay, there we go.
Break of the highs, you want that?
Yeah, Chad, break of the highs. Let me just get this in here. Oof, I might miss it. Shit. Okay. Rebreak of these highs. There's your 2640. Got a young buy stop literally just above the rebreak of those highs.
I also like the idea that you're coming from the retest, from that support area to drive to 2643. I like that because here's your range on the left hand side as well.
And then, Chad, we're going to target 2644.50.
How big is that stop?
30. A young 30 there. Bar stops there. If we can get it.
Yo, Keegs, unfortunately, we can't give you financial advice, but if you come to the office, I'll slip you a piece of paper under the desk.
Hey. Okay, let me just maybe. Alrighty, Chad. Could this be the day I get a position this week? It has been a minute. Let's check here. Alrighty.
Lynn, how do I say that?
London.
No, Lino, we won't be having a New York stream today. Keegs is in Cape Town. Chris is gonna go play golf. And then he has a video shoot for Elvis Presley dress up party.
Yeah. Lookalikes. Oh. Chad. This is almost like a little bit of Taylor Swift that WhatsApp is giving us.
I think we need to chalk that.
We want like the hard stuff, the
Yeah. It is Thursday.
Wait. Oh, this thing is going pretty hard now. Wait. Sure. Is this giving me 2004 Squall Socky vibes? Hey, julle het julle die nuwe liedjie gehoor? Dit is so cool, julle.
Die liedjie is Kamka Bianca.
Wait, what did you say, Kamka?
Kamka Bianca.
So cool, julle.
DJ Osava remix.
Hoe doen julle dit? Julle is so cool. Okay, Chad, here we go. Can we get a position?
Hey.
Chad knows who says stuff like that. So cool, julle. Hoe doen julle dit? Oh, he's so sexy.
Ja, skitterend.
Oh, he's so sexy.
Kijk, die onblaf.
Ek weet nie hoe doen julle dit nie. Dit is so flippin' cool, man. Bro, that guy's life is a movie, though. JP van der Spey. Dude, that is like a movie. I think sometimes he wakes up and is like, dude, alright, Chad, I'm in. Position is active. I think he's sometimes like, dude, how did I end up having my life being a movie?
What was your entry there? I just want to have it on my screen as well.
264127.
264127. How big is that stop? It should be
30,
underneath the low.
30 pips.
Yeah, 30 bands. TP 110.
Chad, yeah, I would ideally want to see what we do here.
Hey.
Oh shit. How
Hey.
much is, oh shit, Chad. Oh shit. That's 10. That's 10 for the 10-10s. The Ben 10s. Chad, yeah, I'm going to see what we do here. I'm going to give it a little bit more. A little Ben 10er. If we can get a 5 above there, this could be a banger, a bangera.
I will not be surprised if we smack the 20 level, you know that.
I just want to see what this.
There's your range on the left hand side. There's your bodily resistance. I don't see why not.
Chad, I would just want to see. I didn't take 10 yet, Chad, purely because it's from a daily pivot level. It's from that 200. Oof. Here we go. Oh, shit, Chad. I'm on a lock here.
Let's go.
Oh, my shit, Chad. What was that? A young 20. Chad, beautiful. Chad, the only reason I'm on a lock there is because this zone here, the daily EQ, we could reject. And we could also on the 15. Remember, the 15 has got no real retest back on that 200. So you can go for the 44.50 there.
Guys, I am fully out at 20.
Do you take it as well?
Guys, how can we not take each other's trades? We are a team. Let's go. Beautiful.
Chad, there we go. Some young.
Let's
Chads.
go.
24, Chad, I would say don't be greedy. 44.50, that right there, that's a solid target. You've done well. But beautiful, stunning. Little to no drawdown. That thing went straight into.
Beautiful. That for me on
there
my.
There she goes. There, Chad, beautiful.
That's a Matt. That's a T1. Oh,
Chad, beautiful, man. That was
nice.
That was a stunning trade.
That's
Chad.
a nice one.
26.40 daily pivot, beautiful bottom wick, re-break of the highs, 5 minute holding. There's your 5 minute breaks above, holding daily pivot. Classic positions.
Beautiful gold longs caught with Mr. Elvis Presley in the building.
Ha!
Let's go.
Chad, no, beautiful trade. Very unlikely candidate. We spoke about gold this morning, and I said I'm gonna need to see it develop above here. But shit, that was stunning. Damn.
The word of the day is môre gesien. Beautiful.
Chad, there we go. If you held a little bit longer, that is the extra 12, 20. No. So we got 20. Yeah, it's an extra 12 for you if you really wanna milk it. But Chad, beautiful.
Stunning stuff, guys.
Hey, I want to enjoy golf. Shit, Chad. Where's Plamena? At least Plamena. Brian, please send this to Plamena. It's going to be like, Chris, that is subpar. That is subpar trading. If we don't see 1,000 pips a session, what are we doing?
Nah, baby, 10 is 10. 10 is 10, baby.
All right, Chad, that is the session. There she goes.
There she goes, man.
So listen here, guys. For me, GU, I was honestly waiting for something here. Maybe it can still play. It's quite late into the session. GJ, I like the potential buys here. Just no bottom wick, and look at that back here. So not going to waste time there. Gold, stunner. That would have been full TP there if you held. But again, it's not my prerogative to tell you what you should do. I can just show you what I do. But other than that, Chad. Mr. Miles, thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
It was a goodie.
Once again, a lovely week, boys. That's it from my New York stream. Tomorrow you'll have Chris and Keegs live for London. Tomorrow will be private for me with my members. But guys, shot for the week has been absolutely stunning. Back-to-back dubs. Let's get it. I shall see you all on Monday. I'm out. Cheers.
Peace and love, Chad. We will see you guys tomorrow. And then, no stream this afternoon. It's Thanksgiving in the US. So if we've got any US viewers, we just want to say really happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys enjoy it. For the guys that are observing Thanksgiving. And then for the chat as well, take this afternoon, rest a little bit. Let's come back strong tomorrow, Friday. Let's finish off the week strong. We've got basically 2.5 weeks left for the year. No, for us, we've got 3 weeks.
We got 4.
4. Oh, yeah,
4.
because me and Miles, we're going till the 20th.
I was like, 2 weeks? What do you mean?
20th, Chad. We in the trenches here with you guys. But Chad, peace and love, baby. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Cheers, boys.
So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with you, no baby. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. Storm's coming, so you better start running. We can't control, feel it in our bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. Coming for the throne.
Fold it up, we gon' burn it down.
silence. Now I find comfort in the rain. Tell me who can I rely on when those I love cause me pain?